Hi guys, welcome to the live. I'm just waiting for people to populate the chat. As I'm doing so, I'm going to reach over and try and grab my Zena cards. So as you're watching this on the playback, why don't you let me know in the comment section what you've been up to through the week, what paranormal stories you've been told, or what investigations you've been doing. Have you been through any photographs, what you can show me and share with the group? If you can, then I'm sure you can find us on Discord. A link will be put up on this chat very shortly when we get some of the moderators across. So just as we're waiting for some of the mods to pop in, we do have some Zena cards. You have seen these things before. Oh, hello, Mike. How are you doing? How's it going? Have you been at work? So, Mike, can you put the Discord link up and I'll pin it to the top of the chat. You're just on your way home. All right, okay. Excellent. Yeah, brilliant. I do know Twin Investigate are on a live about 9:30, so I'm going to keep this session, well, about an hour. Excuse me. Because I said I would support them and jump over at some point around about 9:30, which is cool. So if you haven't seen Zena cards before, we are going to have a chat about the capture we got at the mental asylum hospital. Paranormal Walks. Hello, how are you? Hope you're good. So Mike has put the Discord link up in the chat. Hello, Ben. Good evening. I will pin that. So the link is at the top of the chat to the Discord group. It would be cool if you could all just click on it and join it. All it is Discord is an app you can put on your phone or your laptop. It's all free and it's all extra PSI stuff where we all chat about different subjects. There's a general chat where there's nearly somebody in 24/7. You know, if you can't sleep on a night, there's somebody there that will chat to you. Hay fever's affecting my throat. It's that time of the year. All good. SR Spookfest. Hello, sir. How are you doing? That was a good capture, Anna. We was going to have a chat about that. Just as a few more people join the live. Because I know if I say it all at the beginning, people miss it as they're coming in. So if you do go over around about 9:30 to investigate over on YouTube as well, they're having a chat as well. I don't know what they're talking about. I said I'd jump over onto theirs after I've finished this just to give them a little bit of support. And if you go there, you know, please tell them that PSI sent you. Managed to think of a logical explanation for the peeping chap in the video. Have I? No. The only logical thing what we could maybe think of is somebody in the building other than us, but there wasn't. And Tony's put a short version of that up, a short version of that clip. It's about 5 minutes long. He's put an EVP on the beginning, which is really difficult to hear unless you've got headphones on. and after that is put the capture what I got on the live stream on the mobile phone camera. As you could see in that short clip, we were stood between 50 and 80 feet away. We was quite a long way from the end of the not hallway, the passageway, if you like, corridor. Is that the right word? And it was as if somebody's head peeping out, having a look, and going back. And after a bit of swearing, and us going, "Dude, did you see that?" We always do that. I know people were taking the piss of it, but we started doing that years ago to take the. We was making fun of ghost adventures, but it kind of stuck, and we was doing it all the time. Excuse me. If it was a real person peeking at you and tried to run away, you would have heard him. Yeah, exactly. Or her. I've seen shadow people, and that's exactly what they look like. Tony's saying he could see the eyes. I know people are going to say it's not a very good quality video, but you got to remember it was on my mobile phone doing a live. We was in red light, and we was using red light because Tony had a night vision 4K body cam on filming as well. I don't know if he's checked that yet. So I was filming, and Tony was actually stood behind me. And if you watch the full version, which is in the section just below it on our YouTube channel, you'll see how we then follow up after we've said a few swear words and gone and had a look. We didn't hear anybody running off. We went round the corner. We didn't see anybody else. There was no, because it's pitch black in there. And I know when we look at the windows, it looks like it's light, but it's the camera on that phone. It's in like a night shot. So I try and get the best vision I can in the dark. But it was pitch black. We could only just see. That's why obviously we had the red flashlight there. Because that doesn't interfere with infrared cameras. So you won't see that red torchlight. As I'm shining it all over the place, it will not show up on infrared night vision cameras. That's why we do it. But yeah, there's nobody around the corner. Before that, though, if you watch the full version, at the beginning, you see us kind of doing a walk around. We walk down each section, look in the rooms as we're walking past, and there was nothing there or nobody there. It was weird. It was weird. At first, we thought it could have been possibly, I don't know, somebody who would come in the building, but there was no way somebody else was in that building. It started feeling a bit strange at first. We were saying we say the energy. It felt heavy. You'll know yourself if you walk into a building or a room and somebody's being arguing, right? You can sense the atmosphere. It's pretty much like that when it's alleged to be haunted. It feels like that. You can feel it as you walk in, and we was feeling that, especially on the upper level where we was, and it just felt charged. It felt heavy. When you hear me say heavy, that's what I mean. The SR Spookfest saying the eye shine I've seen before too on a shadow person. I had chills watching that. It kind of caught us off guard as well. As you saw, if you was watching the full live, we were swearing a bit because it kind of got us off guard. But then I wanted to go film it. I wanted to go look around the corner. So I went and have a look, and Tony was a bit like dubious at first, but he followed me. And there's nobody there. We would have heard them running down the stairs anyway. I mean, there was like bits of brick and dust and glass all over the place because that building is listed for demolition. That's the only wing that is left. The wings we was on them 3 levels, or the ground, middle, and of second. So we don't believe it will be there any longer. So we are happy we got what we did, and we're happy. The first time we went with the hand cams, we didn't go live, and I've still to put that video up, and that is quite a long video where we just walk around the whole building before it was knocked down. So that'll be interesting watch for you when you have a look. So if you're watching now, just hit the love heart, hit the like button, guys, and keep hitting that like button. I don't know how it is on a phone, but on a desktop, it's the heart in the corner. So just keep clicking it. Keep clicking it. So yeah, Tony was real excited. He wanted to get it put together. I think he must have downloaded that footage off the live to get that shot, because obviously it was on a live. And I don't think that was off his body cam. It can't have been. Hello, Ray. How are you doing? Hadn't seen you for a while. I hope you're all right. I have video footage of shadow people. Yeah. I mean, it's and as you know, Ray, it's really, really rare, isn't it? In the woods behind the old Delapole site, we've seen them, but we've never managed to capture them on camera. Every time I've picked my torch up or my camera up, they just can't have faded away. But we actually got that on camera. It was mobile phone camera as well as we was doing a live. You'll see me zoom in the best I can, but because it's fairly dark, it's not brilliant detail. You have to put it on your channel, Ray. Is it on your channel? So we can have a look. Bimble with Bruce, good evening. I hope you are okay. Yeah, really, really good capture. We was happy with that. That can take a lifetime to capture something like that on camera. The EVP, you have to put headphones on to hear it. If you're trying to just listen off your mobile, there's something there, but it's hard. But with headphones, it's a lot better. I don't know what it's saying. There's definitely something there, but Tony said it's saying, was it stop it or something? So yeah, it was good capture. Good capture. No doubt we'll get people pulling it to pieces, which we don't mind. That's what it's about, isn't it? Trying to figure out what it is or who it is. Who's watching? Good catch. I will be changing my channel and location. Got a new base in Hull, but will be uploaded. Ah, cool. That's good, Ray. Are we assuming there was once alive? Who knows? I don't know, do I? It's something I can't answer that. Don't know. It could have just been an energy manifesting into that shape, because there was no real detail apart from maybe the eyes. It was just like a black silhouette. I don't know, Stella. I don't know. Doing okay, thanks. Cool to see you capture on the evening. You sure they'll pull it apart to be expected, and only you know the truth about it? Yeah, I mean, there was you guys there as well at the time, because it was live. So we've got whoever was watching on the night as witnesses. Yeah, it was one of the better captures we've had. Maybe do a ceremony to catch one would be interesting. Oh. Which ceremony, Ray? I tell you what we did. Which ceremony we played. We didn't, reenact anything. It was a recording of Aleister Crowley, Boneless Ritual, and we did that at Skidbrook Church, what has been given the nickname Demon Church, St. Boltoff's. And straight after we had kind of played that recording, things started happening. We was hearing church bells, and there's no bells in that church now. It's just like ruin. Our camera was being moved. We was hearing voices. We heard a male voice shout, "Get out!" And as you know, that church is in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of just fields. At this moment, that would be telling on here. Yeah. Did it not scare me? It caught. You mean the live the other night? It caught us off guard. You can tell by our voices. We're going swearing a bit. In fact, you don't need me to swear, do you? But if you watch it, the full version, you'll hear our response. But no, you'll see as well that after like a minute, we kind of went and had a look as we gathered ourselves. Yeah, don't you know the full ceremony at the church? It was. I know it was used by devil worshippers, like occultists. Was it the 80s and 90s? Stella, we're either very brave or very stupid. I'll leave it to you to work out. Yeah, so the St. Boltoff Church, the Demon Church, we've been there, I think, 4 times. Does my faith help? Yeah, I suppose it does. Yeah. A while back, been a few times. It is interesting. Yeah. It is. I think each time we've been to the Demon Church, we've had at least one thing happen. But like I said, that night when that voice shouted, "Get out," I even captured like a head going past the window at the bottom of the window in the church, and that's about 7 foot. So I don't know why it's that high, unless the spirit was that high. But certainly a strange atmosphere in that building. Did we feel anything? Yeah, it's like I don't know how it works for anybody else because everybody's different, but my body reacts in weird ways. Like I said, you can feel the energy, you can feel the atmosphere. You get the usual hairs on the back of your neck standing up and on your arms. Sometimes, there's something in your head saying, don't follow it and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, you get obviously there's sometimes temperature change, not all the time. Sometimes there's smells. Sometimes you can feel physically sick. Hopefully we can go again. Would you consider a couple of static cams? We wouldn't leave them overnight. If we took cameras, we'd leave them while we was there. But like I say, this building is listed for demolition and it's nearly all gone now. So wouldn't leave out any equipment there overnight. Was it negative? I wouldn't say it was negative. It was. I think for us, it's because we wasn't expecting it. That's what caught us off guard, really. Apparitions, paranormal research. I've caught a shadow figure at St. Boltoff Church and a few other captures. Oh, cool. Whereabouts are you based? Apparitions, paranormal research. Yeah, Like I said, we've got some videos on this channel. It'll be down the video list somewhere. Quite a few, but we we've put our captures on there. They are pretty cool. Ray, be careful of shadow people. They can be nasty. I know a lot of people say they are because obviously the color is black and they relate that to negativity. But I'd always be careful anyway. I think, and we wouldn't be disrespectful. But we wanted to get it on film, which is why we kind of followed it or went towards it to look around the corner. Have I any theories what they are? Um, there's quite a few things that there could be, but whether or not I can prove that, some people say it could be something negative, what somebody's manifested, or used ceremony. It could be somebody who's passed away, and that's just how they are appearing to you. Um, I don't know. I suppose there's quite a few different theories. Could be malevolent spirit, or it could be off our energy. We create that energy and we're manifesting it. I don't know. UK, is it UKPS? Hello. Oh, sorry, I was just repeating what Mike had wrote. Oh, it's Michelle in Scunthorpe. Yes, sorry. I should have recognised you by your photograph. How's it going, Michelle, anyway? Hope you're all right. Cliff Richard had his shadows. He did, Badger. He did. Could have been Hank Marvin. It didn't want to hurt you if it went away. Maybe Stella, I don't know. Or maybe it was kind of just curious, and when it saw us approaching, it just cleared off. I don't know. Good. I'm glad you're all right. Yeah, I'm all right. I suppose for somebody my age. Have you noticed, Mark? They always seem to be hunched over, stooping low. Yeah, it was. I mean, I couldn't see the lower part of the body, but the angle of if it was the head where these eyes were, it was as if it was kind of bent over. Yeah, yeah. I was at the place the other night. You caught the shadow figure, and it was interesting as I heard a girl's voice in real time, but I have it on voice record. All right, was that in Hull? Oh yeah, Michelle. Yeah, yeah. You've been to the woodland with us, haven't you? When we was there, and we saw some interesting stuff there as well. It just looked like a hand to you with a black sleeve, right? I don't know. I thought it looked more like a round shape, but they'll sleep well, yeah, fine. I don't come home and worry about it. I come home and, to be honest, if I've got like trail cams or anything with me, I spend most of the night laid in bed just going through the cameras, seeing if we've caught anything else. Stella saying you thought it had red eyes. Tony said that. Tony thought it had like eyes. It could have been a quantum reflection of our own energy. Yeah, I mean, that's going very deep, but yeah, yeah, why not? Bloody adverts. Where, when you watch the adverts, that's when it's good for us, or at least 5 seconds of an advert. Um, you saw Yellow Eyes. I'm gonna have to have a look on the computer. I've watched it on my phone a few times. I don't know. I mean, I was using a red flashlight, shining that. So if it's going to reflect, is it going to be red or yellow? I don't know. We'll have a look. You don't want car insurance. Certainly don't. I mean, it only goes up every year anyway, doesn't it? So Mike's saying it looked yellow. All right, okay. I'll have a look. I don't know. Like I said, I've only watched it on my phone. But while we're here, discussing the walk around we did, because it wasn't so much an investigation, it was more of a walk around. Bruce has tried his best to do a clear screenshot, but couldn't. I wish I could frame by frame. You thought it was yellow or off white. All right. It might be. I don't know. Raven. Hello. Hello, Tracy. Tracy is our #1 fan. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, Ray, that'd be cool to see. If you send me the footage or a link to your footage, I'll watch it if it's on your YouTube channel. Messing with your bags at the end of the church. Funny that, right? In that church, I had a camera and it was on Tony. I'd put it on the floor, and this was so I could start playing the Crowley ritual, the boneless ritual on the MP3 player. And as I put it down, I left it, and it's obviously my camera's still filming. It's filming Tony and his camera, is on the floor in front of mine, and his camera, it moves. It's real weird. Just as we're playing that. But yeah, Ray, that'd be cool. It'd be good to see it. I'm all right, Tracy. Yeah, I'm still here. That's a bonus. Am I returning to the location? Well, I think apparently it's still there, according to Michelle from Apparitions Paranormal Research. But I'll check maybe Friday as I'm at work. I'll drive past and have a look. If it's still there, I'll have a word with Tony. And we may not, but we may go back. It is one of those places where we can't take a lot of people in there with us. There just has to be a couple of us. Oh, yeah, it was last night. If I wish I can put it up on my channel, no problem. Yeah, no worries, Ray. If you want me to put it up, however you send it, I'll bang it up. Obviously, credit you for it. Rachel, how are you doing? Have you eaten that Chinese food yet? What do you get where do I get my bravery? You know what? It's not always been like that. It's if you was watching Babs, who's one of the moderators, she's not on tonight. She was actually talking on the live as we was filming, and she was terrified for us. She was shitting herself, and she was sat at home. But after years of doing it, I mean, Ray's been doing it longer than we have. He'll tell you kind of get used to that feeling, and you are on edge. Don't get me wrong, because if something makes you jump, it makes you jump. But it's one of those times where you're never going to see it again, so you need to get it on camera, and that's what goes through my head. No, it's gone in the bin. I didn't fancy the leftovers. Tracy, I am here tonight to give you a golf clap. I couldn't the other night. I think Tony did, though. Thank you very much. That's very generous. In the microphone. Our number one fan. Brilliant. Thank you. Much appreciated. So Rachel, who's one of the moderators, spent an absolute fortune last night on Chinese food. She probably bought enough for 10 people. You rock. Have I ever been attacked? I've walked away with scratches. I've walked away with illness. I've been pushed downstairs. If you want to call that an attack. We've had people with us that's had similar stuff. We was dumb enough to do a seance in a cemetery. Everybody, there was about, I think there was about 12 of us holding hands in a cemetery, as you do in an old style Victorian seance. And we was all in a circle, and I was leading the seance and talking people through it. And as we asked for something to happen, there was one person, a young guy, who didn't want to join in because he was a bit scared of doing seance. He got attacked. He was scratched down his back. There was marks down his back. It drew blood. And I will see if I can dig it out, because I'm sure it's on one of our Facebook pages somewhere. Everybody in the circle was protected because I was talking the guys through it at the time. Hello, Tina. So we were safe, and it was the guy not actually in the circle that wasn't. He got scratched. So I've had people faint. I've had to carry them out literally and feed them because it is draining. You get real big energy drains. You just get really tired. You can get illness as well. I call it graveyard sickness. I don't know what other people call it, but that it's not necessarily off the dead or spirits. When people go to cemeteries or graveyards to visit loved ones, their frame of mind, is in a bad place. They're upset and things like that, and they give off this weird energy. And that type of energy I think it lingers for a bit once they've gone, and we go in, and it makes us ill. So that, there's different things. There's also the worry of tripping and falling in holes in a graveyard. It's why we always kind of go and do a recon first. So we've been around that building, what we've got the shadow figure in, quite a few, 3 or 4 times now. So what we did on that live, we had you on the live as we walked around, because we knew pretty much where all the dangers were. But if we hadn't been in before, we would have gone round previous to going live with flashlights and everything and made things safe, or made ourselves aware of where the dangers were. You don't need to leave the house to feel tired and exhausted these days. Exactly. Are they demons or just mean people? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I mean, demon is a strong word. More Americans think things are demonic more than the British do. Being a skeptical team that we are, we look for explanation. But if Ray's still watching, he can tell you more about that sort of thing. He understands that a lot more than I do, the occult and things. Some people would say that it's demonic energy. It's being kind of, what's the word? summoned up using ritual. Is that the right word? Some people believe, but you know, if it's negative to me, it's just bad, isn't it? And that's how I see it. I don't look at it as being a demon. I just see it as negative energy, which is what it is. But then I know I'll be corrected now, saying some people use demonic energy for good, and yeah, I have heard that before. Occult, the occult, ACCULT, occult. The study of the occult is to study, like, not necessarily practice it, but study it. I mean, we've studied a bit, like, like witchcraft. What's the others? Man's gone blank. It's a sign of getting old. It is occultism, like demons, like I said, and negative sort of things. Yeah, I mean, like Ray's saying there, not demons, more entity. And yes, what you have just said is true. Yeah, that is what I thought. People use these types of energies for various things. If some may take it to a bad place, some take it to a good place. That's what it is. It's not how it is in the movies on TV, and it's not how the Americans portray it either. And I'm not saying that's all Americans, by the way. Don't want to offend anybody in the chat. Badger, no need to apologise. One of the more famous grimoires concerned with demons, the Lesser Key of Solomon. Yeah, I know about that. It was originally translated badly by British occultist Samuel McGregor Mathers. Wasn't Mathers also in the Golden Dawn as well? Oh, I'm glad it's getting better, Tracy. Excellent. Mathers and I think Crowley was for a period of time, wasn't he? Yeah. It's been a few years since I was reading about the key, or the Lesser Key anyway. What about the Devil's Barble? What's the Devil's Barble? What are you referring to? He got kicked out. Was that because of his practice, what he was doing, Ray? And obviously he formed his own, was it Thelema, kind of group, and started doing his own ritual involving stuff what people don't really do nowadays. I know he was on, I think we said it before, he was on opium quite a bit when he was doing ritual and whatever it was he was doing. But some people also say that he helped stop World War II. And I won't go into that, but just research that if anybody wants to on Google. Oh, Badger's putting some power words in there. Just gonna make a brew, says Tina. Babsy, how are you doing? Ray saying, yes, and he forced Mathers help him to gain entry into the Masonic Lodge. Do you know, I've got quite a lot of history on Mathers and Crowley. I should really dig it out. Is it true Satan isn't red with big horns? You know what? I've never met Satan, so I don't know. That's how Satan is portrayed in like old texts and books and things. Brotherhood is far different now. It certainly is, Badger. Are you in yet? I can't remember the dates you told me. Ray's saying there's no such being. Guys, I'm sure you all know what the Zena cards are. As I'm just chatting away, I'm going to hold one up and I want somebody to tell me what card it is. You guys used to be good at this. It's just to kind of exercise your third eye, if you know what I mean. Just to give you a reminder what the shapes are as we're chatting. Circle, star, square, wavy lines, and a plus or a cross, however you want to label it. You've got satin sheets. They're a devil to stay still on them. They are. They are. I've had silk before as well, and you slide all over the place. Would the devil look like an angel? You know, you probably think an angel as a figure of a man or woman with wings and a halo above the head. That's not necessarily true. That's what the church would probably have you believe. But I don't know. I suppose if it was cast down, Lucifer. So, anyway, back to the Zena cards. This is what they is. They're all different colours, so don't go with the colours. Circle, star, square. Oh, going in the back. Wavy lines and a cross. I'm going to hold one up, guys. Somebody tell me what it is. I'm transmitting it. I'm transmitting it via the internet. And you can't see the reflection in my glasses either. What is it, guys? What shape is that? Biblical angel is different. No electric shocks tonight. No. Guys, I've got some news for you anyway about the Tesla coil. I'll tell you in a minute. Watching and 5 likes. What's wrong with you people? I know. George, sort them out. Nobody's clicking the like button. You know, if I'm watching somebody's live, I sit there clicking away like this. Just clicking, click, click. So somebody has got it. And I will ask this person how it come to their mind. So, Babsy, it was indeed the circle. It wasn't. It was the circle. How did it come to your mind, Babs? How did you think about that? Did it just pop in, or did you see a reflection in my glasses, like most people do sometimes? Or did spirit tell you? Was it your guardian angel telling you? I want to know. Ray's saying my bloody headache. Yes, I'm now psychic. I don't think you just become psychic overnight or medium overnight, like a lot of people do on Facebook. You're kind of either born with a gift or you're not, or some people are born with it and they don't realize and they kind of develop it naturally. What do you mean you're clicking on the way out? Get clicking while you're in here as well. Keep clicking. You can click more than once. Look, I'll click. Loads of love hearts. At the moment, I have a head massager on my head. Oh, yeah, cool. I've got one of the ones, it's a metal thing, and it's just behind this wall. Mine's not an electric one. Babs is just so circle. Yeah, that doesn't help me, does it, as a researcher? The star doesn't look like the sun. That's the star. More like the Star David, if anything. That's a circle. Or a circle, as Rachel puts it. He was a medium, but you're now a large. You know what, Badger, when you join that Masonic Lodge, you will become large because they have a lot of food at the festive boards. You saw it before I put it up. You saw it in your mind. Is that what you're telling me? We've got that link, Babs. You and me. How do you rule out guesswork? Well, Stella, good question. What you would normally do, there is 25 of them. Normal Zener cards are not coloured. They don't have the colours. They're just black and white, basically. And there's 5 of each one, which is in here. And I would probably run it 100 times. Some of it is going to be guesswork. So what we would do now is do it again and see if Babs can get it again. It's a battery one that you've got on your phone. All right. It's an app. What, do you stick your phone on your head and it vibrates? Is that what happens? I know what some of the ladies would use that for in this chat. To call the friends on. I don't click. I delete messages by mistake. You've never been to a lodge, but it's always intrigued me. Well, I mean, as you know, but Tony and I are master masons, but we both left, I think, about 4 years ago. But I've been talking to members of the lodge. I may be rejoining. So yeah. I'm going to do it again. So we need to remember what they are. Wavy lines, a star, a cross, a square, and a circle. If the camera can pick that up. So I'm going to shuffle them. Babsy, especially. Everybody can join in, but Babsy, let's test your psychic abilities, your sixth sense, your natural ESP as I send these thought patterns down the internet. It may be repeated, it may not. I'm just going to shuffle it and pull the top card. No pressure. All right, I've got it. What is this card, everybody? Tell me what this card is. Use it. Just what I do is when I'm doing this, I mean, I get it wrong sometimes. Don't worry about it. You got to get in that frame of mind where you relax. Meditation normally helps. Blank your mind. Breathe slowly, deep breaths. Whatever pops in your head. I know some of you it's going to be beer, some might be chocolate, but we're on about the Zener cards here. Whatever shape pops in there first. Somebody has got it. Unfortunately, it wasn't Babs. So it probably means Babs wasn't being psychic at that moment. It could have been coincidental. But we won't rule it out that she may be. She may have a higher level of ESP, possibly, but she needs testing 100 times, and I can't be bothered to do it 100 times. It was, in fact, Tracy who got it. Wavy Lands. Ray's saying, I'm on the phone on here. The massage's battery. I tried joining. Got blackballed because they said I was a devil worshipper. Yeah, I can imagine, Ray, that. I mean, to be fair, they do say you need a belief in a supreme being. And I suppose if you believe in something like that, you're kind of technically right. But I can see why they wouldn't as well, because they're kind of against that. There was a bit funny with me being a paranormal investigator. Which one did you try to get into, Ray? Was it the one on Beverly Road? So, Tracy, how did that pop into your head? I need to know these things. Did it just kind of, was it a guess? Or did it just appear in your head? Badger said it as well. Who said it first? I'm sure it was Tracy. Raven said it first. Badger, are you trying to steal Tracy's glory? But you did say it, yeah. You said it afterwards, yeah. I can see that you've put it afterwards. I've got to do it again, haven't I? Just to see if Badger can get it again, or Babs, or Tracy. You changed your mind. You should always go with the first one, what pops in, Bruce. That's how it is. You think, oh no, change your mind. You're probably right. That is your psychic abilities working. It just appeared in your head. See, we're getting this link. We're all getting this link. You dismissed that went with square, but didn't question the wavy lines. I got right to the date. Technical Lodge. Yeah, I know Technical Lodge. Oh, you're in the buffs. Yeah. Which one? Which buff lodge are you in? The Buffaloes. I often thought about joining the buffs, but obviously I went down the Masonic route. Barton. Right. I know there's one in there's a club called St. Vincent's Club on, I think it's Queen Street in Hull, just off Beverly Road. They use the upstairs room. We've hired that room before as well as for psychic evenings, but they use it as like a meeting room. You go to all of them. You go visiting. Yeah, I used to go visiting, not to the buffs, but to the Masonic ones. I want to visit a few in America, but obviously it's affording to get over to America. Guy, I've got to do one more because 3 people have got it right, and we need to rule out coincidence or guesswork. Oh, you first joined Delapole at St. Vincent's. All right, okay. Yeah. We haven't been there for years now, but maybe should do. Should maybe start doing psychic nights. Right, we're going to do it again. I'll remind you what the cards are. I'll just get. So this is what they is. You got the square, the circle, the star, the cross, and the wavy lines. Come on, guys. Start doing this. That normally helps the TV psychics. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ray, we've investigated there a few times. We've got a few weird knocks. It was difficult because they would only let us investigate while the building was open, and obviously that meant the bar downstairs was open, so there was a little bit of background noise as well. But yeah, I mean, it's only not massive location, is it? But it's all right to do what we need it for. So here we go. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to pick the top. Right. He's guessing already. I haven't even picked it yet. Badger. Oh, no. You guys need to give me a chance. Somebody has got it, and this has made it even more difficult because it's a new person. Bruce was a cross. It was a red cross. How did you get that? How in the hell? That was before I had it in my hand, but I hadn't lifted it up or transmitted that thought down the internet to you. How did you get that? How did it happen? That's what I'm asking. Not how, but you know what I mean. Did an image just pop in there? So there's 4 people getting it now. We need to rule out coincidence. Another quick one before we go. I know you did. I saw it, Bruce. Just people, you need to relax, breathe deeply through the nose, out the mouth, sort of thing, as if you're going to meditate. You know what I should do online once? Regression. I might do that live. Not for you watching, because obviously I need people in the room. That'd be interesting. Right, here we go. Here we go. This is to rule out coincidence and guesswork, because 4 different people. I can't say you are all psychic, because as Stella says, we have to rule out things. Right, here it is. Come on. The thing is, right, 2 people have got this, but I will take my hat off to Bruce. He typed it before he even held it up. It was a star. Bruce, we've got a link. Me and you. I tell you what, Will, if you get it one more time, let's go for 3. Well done, Bruce. How did that work then? And I know you're going to be typing it even before I've picked it. Come on, Bruce. This is the last card, guys. Everybody, quick. Think or don't think. Blank your mind. Whatever comes first in your head. Beer. No, it's not beer. I'm letting a few more people have a go before I show you it, before I reveal it. So those three what got it, so it was Bruce, Babsy, and Raven. Uh, You three definitely put something down. I know if I was to do 10, I think the expected coincidence is about, they say 2.5. I don't know how they get half, but it's 3. The Ace of Spades. I've got a deck. I should use a deck of cards. I'm going to reveal it. Are you ready for the reveal? What keep you hanging on? Nobody got it. It was a cross. I'm just checking nobody got it. I don't think they have. So, we can't definitely say that those that got it have any psychic ability. We can't say that for definite. But the one what showed more, the way Bruce did it just like that twice, before I even held it up, he'd got it. Could have been coincidental. It could have been guesswork. Don't know. He would need testing probably 100 times. And Tony used to do it. I think it was it 20 or 25 times, which took forever. So well done, everybody that got it. Yeah, if there's any kind of ability there, you need to keep doing stuff like this. The way to kind of develop that is meditation first. Yeah, spooky Bruce. It's not spooky. It's just you may have a sixth sense. We don't know, or it could be guesswork because you got 2. I do need to tell you guys, though. I know you gave me a list last week about the Tesla coil. What I should be putting on the Tesla coil? What am I going to electrocute on the Tesla coil? I know we got an egg. I'm presuming a hard-boiled one. Sausage, a chip, some lights. There was something else. There was a few others. Can't remember what else. And I've come to realize that since doing it, it will not work because they've got moisture in them. It's an interesting test, Bruce. Yeah, we used to do this every week at least once. But the Tesla, yeah, it's got moisture in, it's got water in, and that stops the buildup of the charge. So unfortunately, we can't use food products with water in. It has to be something dry. Rachel's back just as we're going. Had to take Lilia up to bed. Well done, everyone. Yeah, I mean, if you all want to test yourselves, buy a deck of Zener cards. That's Zener. You can get them off eBay. The ones you originally used from, is it the 70s, were just the black and white ones. They're a bit bigger than that. You get I think there's 25 in that as well. 5 of each deck. UK Paranormal Search, good night. Well done, everybody. So yeah, it's been cool having a quick chat and a bit of play around with the Zener cards. We will see you again on, I don't know if we're out on Friday or not yet. I don't know. Sunday. If it's raining, I need to check to see if that building's still there. I don't know if Tony wants to go back. I'll have to talk with him first. Had a lovely evening, Tracy. Thank you. So did we. So did I. It's good to catch up with everybody. Ray, if you're still there, yeah, send me those things. I'll have a look at them. It'll be interesting to see them. Stick popcorn on to see if it pops. There's an idea, Badger. There's an idea. Like they call it a kernel. Is that just like one? I know the heat sink in that thing gets red hot. What's at the bottom to take all the heat out? But yeah, it can't be anything with water in or any kind of moisture because it just absorbs it for some reason. Doesn't allow the air and the energy to expand into that plasma. Is my little helper coming on? Oh, Tony, my little helper. Yeah, I think so. Tracy, thank you. Golf clap. Golf clap. You're awesome. Number one fan right there. Tracy, who is Raven. Oh, Mason. Oh, you me lad. Is it in bed at the minute? Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you to all the mods. Thanks to Tracy, to Ray, to Badger, to Stella, to Matt, to Bruce, to... Did I miss... Callum's not in tonight, is he? I've said Babsy. Ben's there as well. I don't like missing anybody out. Ian's there. SR Spookfest, if he's still there. Michelle, whether she's still there or not. Thank you all for coming. I will catch you again soon. Don't forget, watch the Shadow Person video, the full version. You'll see our response as we go and check it out. Take care.